Hi, everybody. I wanted to jump on here really quickly and give you the latest update on the Diddy case. Now, this doesn't necessarily involve Diddy himself. It involves the attorney that is representing 120 clients against Diddy. His name is Tony Buzbee. We all know the lawyer, Tony Buzbee. And then after we talk about that, we're going to talk really quickly about Jay-Z and this marijuana company that he had going under, losing millions of dollars. So we all know a couple of weeks ago, it came out that Tony Buzbee was being sued by a anonymous high-profile celebrity. Now, many people think this anonymous high-profile celebrity is Denzel Washington. And they think it's Denzel Washington because he came out in several interviews and admitted to having a drug problem. According to Denzel, he was addicted to heroin and the white powder. A lot of people feel that this timing was just not a coincidence. It was around the same time. And they feel like he admitted to having a drug problem and being a skirt chaser just in case his name got out there. However, nevertheless, he never admitted to being the John Doe that sued Tony Buzbee. However, me personally, I kind of think it's Ashton Kutcher, but a lot of people saying he's not a A-list celebrity. And another thing that was going on around the time that Denzel were doing these interviews was there were some private investigators going around to bloggers asking them questions about the P. Diddy case. Again, is this bad timing or just a coincidence? Now today, Tony Buzbee came out himself and said that those two private detectives that worked for a PI firm called Lex Intelligence, they were hired by an international law firm called Quinn Emanuel. Now, this law firm isn't just in the U.S., it's global. And here's another fun fact about this law firm. In their New York office, Jay-Z's attorney, Spiro, he works in their New York law firm. So, small world now, isn't it? Anyway, according to Tony Buzbee, these PI have been going around talking to different bloggers. And get this part, they've even offered bloggers money to say certain things that they want them to say about Tony Buzbee. Not only that, they've been talking to ex-employees and current employees of Tony Buzbee, seeing if they can get any dirt on him. Not only that, they're saying specifically, there's a woman that works at Lex Investigations. Her name is Christina Seiss. She's been asking employees, does any of them have any negative experiences with Tony Buzbee? Now, I don't know about you, but this is a very dumb move, if you ask me. You're interviewing current employees, asking them, do they have any negative experiences with Tony Buzbee? Who would do that? That's their current boss. I understand the former employees, but the current employees makes no sense. You guys didn't stop to think that maybe some of these current employees will go back and tell their boss? You guys are getting paid top dollar by some anonymous A-list celebrities who everyone thinks is Denzel Washington. They are paying you top dollar to be this damn dumb? Anyway, word got back to Tony Buzbee what was happening. Now I wonder how that happened. Do you think maybe a current employee told him? Of course. So anyway, word gets back to Tony Buzbee, what's going off, and he sent out a very strong message. He says, this person from a New York private investigation firm is calling former employees of Buzbee Law Firm trying to get information on any negative experiences they may have had while employed with me. Why doesn't she just call me? Damn, I have a lot to say. Ha ha ha. I've never had a situation where I sent a basic mediation demand and we've gotten this type of response. Wonder what they are hiding or afraid of being exposed. Why not call her and ask? Here's the website. He actually put up her website. Then he says, tell her I said hello. Then in his last paragraph, he goes, once again, we won't be bullied or intimidated, and our clients won't be silenced. Sunlight is the best and most powerful disinfectant there is. Justice limps along, but it gets there eventually. Then it's like he got madder and madder because he shot off another letter. And this one says, the investigation firm called Lex Intelligence continues to harass our firm and its clients. They have now made private their website, but the phone number still works. They won't say who they are ultimately working for, but have confirmed that the law firm that engaged them is Quinn Emanuel. That is a global law firm that is easily found on the web. It has a Houston office, but I suspect these activities are being coordinated by the New York office. So far, they have called and tried to contact former employees, current employees, lawyers who have done business with our firm, former clients, current clients, and even family members, including a member from my own family. The numbers that they are calling from, and then he actually gives out their phone numbers. It's 4 of them. The letter goes on to say, typically when they call, they refuse to name who is paying them and who is the ultimate client. Remember, rumor is it's Denzel Washington of the law firm. Sometimes they won't give their own names. This campaign of harassment began when I sent a demand letter of mediation on behalf of an alleged victim of SA related to the P. Diddy investigation. The letter, which only sought a private meeting, resulted in a law firm filed by someone who is ironically identifies himself as a celebrity, John Doe. Now, John Doe's law firm is calling and contacting everyone our firm has been associated with over the last 25 years, looking for dirt, asking questions, and suggesting fraud, discrimination, and extortion. What are they so afraid of? We won't be deterred, intimidated, or bullied. Sunlight is the most powerful disinfectant. So we don't know who this John Doe is, some famous celebrity, but we do know Spiro, who works in their New York offices, is also Jay-Z's attorney. So is he the famous celebrity? I mean, that might sound more realistic than 70-year-old Denzel Washington, but it's all weird because why would Denzel Washington come out around the same time and start talking crazy about how he used to go to parties and all of this stuff? I don't know. It's a big mess because it could be Jay-Z also. All I know is whoever it is, I have a feeling that if Tony Buzbee finds out who it is, he might just leak the name. He sounds that pissed, okay, people? He is PO'd. Now, let me talk about this Jay-Z marijuana company really quick. So Jay-Z had created a marijuana company, and he wanted it to be a high-class marijuana company, okay? I don't make the rules. This is what happened. He wanted to sell his for $50 per joint when you can go to any dispensary and get it maybe $1 per joint. And then, or you can go on the corner, with Pookie and them and get it cheaper than that. However, he thought that if it was his name associated with it, people would buy this $50 joint and do for the marijuana company what Diddy did for Ciroc. He really wanted to turn his joints into a household name, but there was a couple problems with it. They said that it burned out very quickly after a couple puffs. You had to relight it. Now, who in their right mind is going to buy an overpriced joint that you got to keep lighting it up, risking burning your damn nose over and over again? Child, no, I'm not. I'm not. And I'm not even a weed smoker. It just seems utterly ridiculous. That's a dysfunctional product. Instead of puff, puff, pass, it's puff, puff, light. I just don't see how he thought that was going to work. Now, the company has since gone under, and I believe they lost probably about $500 million, according to this TMZ article. But what people don't know is Jay-Z pulled out of this company 2 years ago, making it where he didn't lose a single dime. But people are going around saying that Jay-Z lost $500 million. No, the company that he got rid of 2 years ago, they lost $500 million. And they deserve to lose $500 million. They really thought everyone was going to buy an overpriced joint because the name Jay-Z was associated with it. So once again, it seems like Jay-Z has gotten away scot-free on something that people thought was all his fault and he lost millions. No, he did not lose anything. For me, all this proves is that Jay-Z is a really smart businessman. No matter what you think of him, you can't call him dumb when it comes to business. I mean, you can call him other things if you just insist. You might can call him a teenage dater, but you can't call him a dumb businessman. Or at least that's how I feel about the situation. So I'll meet you guys down in the comment section. We have a lot to talk about today. Who do you think is this A-list celebrity that's suing Tony Buzbee? Is it Denzel Washington? Is it Jay-Z? Is it Ashton Kutcher? And what do you think of Jay-Z as a businessman? Until next time, bye for now.